on camera.
Yeah? Well, we're live now.
Oh my god.
It's a big box you got there.
Can people see? Hello.
Yeah, people. I think
there we
people
are.
can see us. Yeah, can you see
good.
us?
Yes. This is so weird that it's just you and me talking. Are you bringing anyone else in or not right now?
I thought that the missus was gonna jump in here, but she's not gonna. She would join me like right next to me, but I think she is servicing our child right now with a lunch.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, well, welcome
We'll
everybody.
just go into it. Yeah, we can always leave her out of this. She'll just embarrass us.
Wow. Do you want to say anything, or I don't know how you want to do it?
See, that's why I should have wrote a little intro script.
Okay. I'm fine. I just didn't want to. It's your channel.
No, yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Today we've got your two favorite moderators on the YouTubes, Bob Dylan and Doc Smizzle. Bob Dylan is going to open up a JND Studios statue. We don't know exactly what's in the box. And today we're going to go ahead and find out. So go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and take a deep dive into this rabbit hole. We're going to go ahead and put Bob Dylan on the big screen here.
I apologize in advance to the chat. I am not going to be able to read or reply in real time like I usually try to do. I figured you wanted to see what's in the box. So go ahead and write your guesses in the chat. I think some of you already got it, but JND hasn't released a whole lot anyways. Dan...
I think we have a guest.
As Dan always says, cut away from ourselves.
I do think we have a guest. So welcome in, John and Fat Batman, Big Breda. Hi. We have a couple of guests.
So is that the Smizzle family?
It is. This one I think is just going to run around in the background. Are you ready? You didn't bring a chair?
I didn't bring a chair. I thought I had. Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and guess what's in the box then before Bob Dylan opens it. I've got three clues for you.
I'm really bad at guessing, as we've learned.
Usually takes you an hour to guess things.
Okay. So, what are the clues?
I didn't really think about any of the clues because I wasn't given any time to think about it.
I know.
It's big and it's black. Come on.
It's big and it's black. It's supple.
Black Panther?
Wrong fandom.
Okay. That's only two.
She was in...
Oh, it's a she.
The actress who plays this character was in Interstellar. No, she wasn't. Yes, she was. Interstellar? She was Interstellar.
Yes, I think. Go with it.
Okay.
She recently did an autograph signing, but you wouldn't know that.
Like everybody.
Right?
Anything else? Big black supple was in Interstellar and signs autographs.
Meow.
Oh, what is that other movie? The Princess Diary?
Yeah, Anne Hathaway, Catwoman.
Yay!
You gotta bring it back to between.
You did it. You did it in like under an hour. All right, that was the fastest What's in the Box episode ever. Thank you for tuning in. Just kidding.
This is very securely packaged, by the way.
Yeah, no, that looks nice.
That baby and I are gonna go now.
Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Enjoy. Yeah.
D. That's right.
Yeah, I think he wants my Deadpool chimichanga little diecast car.
Oh my god, I'm sorry for the styrofoam. Oh, noise.
No, you're all right. It's really not that loud. I always feel like it's louder than it is. Joel says that your laptop is a few inches from falling. Oh, it looks like
I live life on the edge.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, it is the Selena Kyle Catwoman 1/3 scale statue from JND. This thing, as like a lot of JND pieces, they quote unquote sell out really fast. But what I think we've come to realize, or people like Zhao, people overseas have been able to help us, North American collectors realize, is they don't really sell out that fast. They sell out on certain sites quickly, but there are other sites, if you know where to look, that will continue to take pre-orders, sometimes months after the initial launch. So I was actually able to find this on a Singapore site, superfun.sg. I promise you it's legit. Just don't Google image it. Just go to that link directly. They had it listed for retail. I guess I'll tell you the price up front, so then you can enjoy it later rather than tell you the price at the end and like totally like kill the joy. But it was listed for $2,927.63, which is actually not that far off from retail. Was that the final? Oh no, I think that might have been, that was the all-in price. I'm sorry. That was the all-in price. I don't have the listed price with me, but you can check their website. It's in Singapore dollars. You convert it to US. It was basically the same price it was on Spec Fiction, but you have to pay for shipping. And I got hit with import duties, unfortunately. So shipping was $277.89, but it was DHL. So even though it's made in Korea, it actually got sent from JND to Hong Kong at some kind of corporate waypoint that they use as an intermediary for logistics. Then from Hong Kong, it got sent via DHL to me. So I don't know if that was the case for everybody or just this particular batch. But that's how I got it, I think, so quickly, and why the shipping was so expensive is that, it's DHL. I did get hit with import duties at customs, and that was $149.75. So the total price was $2,927, which you're like, wow, $3,000 statue. But if you check eBay, this is already going for like 4 to 6K. So I'm going to still consider myself lucky that I was able to get it sort of for retail. So let's get to it.
Now, how many in-art Gandalfs is that?
I'm trying to think. Each one's going for over 500, so that's not even 6 Gandalfs. So you can't even make a Fellowship of Gandalfs. So I will say that box is very thick stock. This is nice. I mean, obviously,
is that
this
foam
is a box
or is it cardboard?
This is cardboard, but it's like thick stock cardboard.
Yeah, good heavy duty stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like it survived that drop impact.
Oh yeah, there's at least like an 1.5 inch margin between the box and the shipper. So there's some drop kick tolerance there. But here's one surprise: you got straps. I haven't seen straps like this since the Blitzway Ecto 1. So that's always cool.
Keep these later. About the $800. If the product is $800, because I haven't been hit with any type of import tax.
Oh yeah, no, this was my first time, and I figured it was just because it was a giant heavy box. But yeah, I guess it's the value.
I do know that if it hits a certain dollar threshold, I just didn't know it was $800. I thought it was had to at least be a couple thousand.
So this is cool. This is actually like, I don't know, some kind of acrylic plaque that gives the what do you call it? Like not the statue number or something. But this is only for John. So John, out of 800 pieces, can you guess which number I got, considering I ordered like super late?
Ooh, yeah, it's so low.
We'll do the prices right. If you go, I'll give the chat a second to guess. Whoever doesn't go over and gets close wins 10 Denobi points.
Go ahead, go ahead and leave your guesses there in the chat. What edition size did Bob Dylan receive? There currently is no prize. The prize is bragging rights.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, so nice.
Once I get everything unboxed, I'm gonna put her on a rotating turntable and bring the camera in closer. So this is just for the unboxing experience. I promise we'll give you a closer look. Right, Terry? I mean, Doc. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, that's right, Guy.
All right, so we're gonna do her arms first. I know she has at least one swap out arm, one for the gun and one that's kind of relaxed. The contrast between my black gloves is terrible now that I realize poor choice in gloves. But I wanted to go classy. Yeah, it should have been white gloves, man. I'm going to put these somewhere where they won't break. I'm totally gonna break something on camera. I know it. Just like, when's it gonna happen?
Oh no, don't say. And I got knock on wood for you.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
All right, I think all the guesses may be in. If you haven't left your guess for your edition size, go ahead and give you another minute now. What is that? 608.
608. Who had 608 or under?
The closest without going over was the comic reader in at 589.
Woo! That's pretty darn close, man.
Yeah, so sorry, John, you just went over a little too much, and so did the Clone Collector at 650 and 683.
So far, I have 2 right arms and 1 left arm. I think that's it, other than the arm she comes with. Ooh, this is nice.
Oh, is that a Fison bag?
This.
Oh, the cow. Very cool.
And it's broken, you know, to kind of signify, I think.
Now, is it broken during shipping?
After Bane broke him. Let me see if this is...
Oh yeah, that adds nice contrast.
Oh god, I'm such an amateur. That's fine.
No, it's fine. We do this.
I can just hear John like smacking his forehead. Gabagool.
Well, John's an elitist.
This is true. Ooh. No, I'm not an expert.
What a fat Batman.
I don't think this is a 1911, is it? It almost looks like it, but
oh, don't I don't know anything about guns.
Yeah.
Danny, who said you can get out of my Ecto 1?
I think this is a high power, actually. Well, we'll show it up closer later, but it's not die cast. It doesn't have any sliding mechanics. It's literally just like a polystone gun. So
no individual removable bullets.
This isn't Queen Studios, buddy. Okay, this is just JND. Relax.
They set the bar really high.
Seriously. Ooh, we got her goggles. Now these are very nice. I think, yes, these are soft plastic. I'm super happy to hear that they're soft plastic and they're not like glass or something I'm going to break.
Right.
It would have been kind of cool if they included electronics to make her little goggles light up.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Because, you know, that's something we always do. So, yeah, you got a nice stretchy elastic band that'll go around her head. It does have the mechanics where you can, God, I'm so bad at this. You can lift the goggles away from the mask itself to give you kind of different display options.
Wish we got that nice kind feature. Of detail with the Hot Toys version. Yeah. Bob wears a dapper suit, wears gloves, knows about guns. Okay, are you a hitman? Asking for a friend. You do kind of look like Agent 47 right now.
Well, one of my favorite YouTubers is Binging with Babish, and he always does the trademark, like you can only see his hand.
Yeah, he's the food guy, right?
Yes, yeah. Stephen Rea, he's phenomenal, and he just had this like clean production quality, consistency, and his excellent choice in music, like Cream, Rat-a-tat-tat, like really good stuff. So I'm like, I'll just show my hands.
Music. Let's get some.
So as you see, this is her in all her glory. Seems like she only has one anchoring foot peg at the bottom. She sort of has her left knee bent slightly, her hips flexed to the right, and she's looking way off to the right. That's the only thing I kind of wonder is if they somehow could have given her a different option to not have her head skewed so far to the right. I have to thank YoungBum73 because he enabled me to get this with his constant posts showing her from provocative angles. All right, guys, here's the rooted hair for you. This little styrofoam pellet that's stuck to her face. Whoa, rooted hair, so luscious.
Now, is that like the nylon, or do you think it's more like the sheep wool that we know so much about now lately?
If I had to guess, I would say Himalayan alpaca.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. It looks like hair. It is the hair.
Okay, I mean, it very well could be real human hair for all we know.
Oh my god! You know what stinks is it actually made more sense to have the base unboxed first, so you'd have somewhere to put her. Now I'm like, where the hell do I put her?
Right? You
I'm gonna layer off
unboxed it
camera
backwards.
Please, don't break. Good, Selena. Good kitty, stay. I love this though. This is like some kind of satin.
Yeah, that looks real fancy.
Ooh, you can do magic
right?
tricks with it. All right, let's get this.
See, that's
Oh.
how my Joker and Gandalf better arrive with a satin wrap around them.
Oh, see, this is kind of cool. I remember seeing this. So her trigger finger and thumb or whatever, they come separately. So you don't have to like, because her hands aren't plastic. They're rigid polystone or resin or whatever. So you literally have to like put the gun in her hand, then put her thumb on to secure it. I assume with magnets.
Okay,
I hope so. If it's a peg system, we're like, come on.
Right.
For $3K, you can give me magnets. Yeah, I just realized she's all black. The tablecloth is black. My gloves are black. There's like, people are just watching unboxing of a blob. This little JND gel packet, you can sell on eBay for $40. No doubt. Keep those.
What up, Diablo Fett? Welcome to the
there's
show.
Even bigger thing. I guess it's on the. Oh my god.
Oh, you know what you could probably do with that little satin sheet, like maybe put it underneath or over the rotating turntable.
Oh, I like it. Okay, I shall do that.
That way we have some contrast.
So yeah, it's on the bottom of the base as well. Pretty nice.
Do the numbers match? No, just kidding.
Yeah. Now I heard that this base is a little bit delicate. Oh yeah, it's already coming on my fingers. So they went for this like powdery snow effect, like at the end of the movie, but literally just touching it, it's already like on my gloves just from like touching it once. So I assume that's something over time is just gonna keep coming off and have to be reapplied. But JND goes for very simple museum style bases. I think it's because they don't want to take away from the piece. And the thing is, like, already it feels like a good 10 kilos or something. I don't know. It's heavy. I don't know metrics. It's heavy.
Yeah, it is a nice base. I like how simple that base is.
I think so, because I'm like, this isn't like a Prime one where they're in very dynamic poses and you want to like set an action scene. This is just like them standing there looking beautiful, you know, in your museum style display. So you don't want a base that's going to be too colorful or too distracting, I think.
What they should have done though is maybe put like a clear coat or something over that snow glitter.
Oh yeah, totally. So now what we're going to do is going to
Big
try
Bretta
to
is questioning your 10 kilograms.
I mean, I don't know. It is and kilogram.
Conversion real quick. Damn imperial system ruined all of us.
All right.
That would be 22 and 0.05 pounds.
Okay, it wasn't 20 pounds. I'd say it was like 5 kilos. All right, there we go. And I'm pretty sure the turntable was rated up to like 40 pounds, at least according to Amazon. We'll see if I burn out the motor on camera. Let's just test it.
According to Amazon's seller's description.
I think I'm going to take the tablecloth away. That just looks bad.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe like underneath the rotating table itself.
Oh, I see. Well, now it doesn't want to stop because I covered the remote control thing, I think.
Does that have variable speeds?
Of course.
Do they have a white version of that?
Not of this exact company, but you can definitely find a white turntable base. I just didn't want anything too contrasty, but now I realize maybe that wouldn't have been such a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm just I'm trying to think about what type of rotating. I need a big one. That's what she said. Because I'm gonna put all three of my Thanos on one rotating turntable, so that way
they're spinning around
that way they're spinning around the center of my entire Adventures display.
Okay, let's do this. I really should have read the instruction.
Nah, we don't need instructions.
I'm like, I want to touch her hair, but also I don't want to touch her hair.
Yeah, I would only touch it with like a comb.
All right,
Like
so it's probably hard for you guys to see on my potato camera, but there's one open port for the peg, and then there's what looks like a magnet to fit with the other foot. So I think she can only go on it in one specific orientation.
Oh, Ryan Kirkwood is in the house at the request of Bob Dylan. Sliding up in DMs. You naughty boy.
Oh my god, wow. This thing is so damn tall. Let me bring the camera down to her level.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, are you able to tilt that?
Now that we got the box out of the way.
I know, right? I had to wear a button-down shirt too, Diablo. I couldn't let Bob come on stream and outdress me. Wait, whoops, I broke it. Oh no. I don't know what I'm doing again. There it goes.
I'm trying to get it where the iris doesn't.
I need to get that 1080 stream. Hey, V is in the house.
Okay.
TSC wants to know how lifelike is the statue. Never had any JND.
It's if you're used to 1/6 like I am, it's on another level. Like I really can't describe it. You want to reach out and squeeze and touch. Oh, that's what she's doing. Just because like you can't believe that this thing is in front of you. Like it looks like Anne Hathaway is standing in front of me right now, which is kind of crazy. And she doesn't even have arms yet. So like the hair does need a little bit of taming, like very light. Like it's already draped the way you'd want it. It's already kind of styled. It's just literally like a few rogue strands might need a little bit of taming. Like if I had a spray bottle of water, I could probably do it. So, but I don't even think you can see that on camera. I'm just gonna try to see if I can get her arms on. So do you guys want her with the gun or without the gun first?
We'll go without the gun first.
Without the gun.
That way we have things to put together instead of taking apart after when we do a swap out.
Oh god, that's so much better than before. So I think for those experts in there, I would say that's not like an A1 1911. I think that's a Browning high power. 45 cal or something.
I'm gonna have to go out to the grocery store and buy a gun magazine. Start brushing up on my knowledge. But V agrees. Bob looks like Agent 47, so he missed that part when I mentioned that. So V, you're absolutely right. Big Bretta says without the gun first, so he also agrees with what I said. And so much appreciated, Joel. Everyone hit the like button and remember to subscribe to the channel. Who knows what may be coming in the future?
I really want to get her in the center. Nobody wants to see me.
No, everyone's here to see you, Bob.
And I feel bad that I have like this crappy backdrop. I meant the display to be the backdrop, but I'll give you different camera angles at the end.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It works out.
I'm actually wondering if I turn the display off, that the iris might open up. Maybe it's getting blacked out. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Ooh, exotic Carfax. You're getting the JND Catwoman, and is that what's going on here? Do you have a ring light? Oh, you probably can't hear it. There you go. Do you have a ring light?
I'll have to find it. I do have it somewhere. Yes, that will definitely help. Once I get her all set up, I'm going to go find that ring light while you guys soak her in.
Oh, man.
So the arm, it pegged right in. Like I barely put any effort, just slotted right in. Oh, I just noticed her foot's actually not on her magnet.
Oh,
get on your spot. Oh, there we go. Now she feels good, secure.
Now is the whole base magnetic or just the spot where she's supposed to be?
just that one spot. Did we ever find out if Queen Studios, if the whole thing is magnetic or just certain locations?
I think it was brought up that the whole base would be magnetic.
Suspect, but okay.
Right.
Everything's magnets. The whole thing is magnetized.
Yeah. Really, there's going to be like 6 magnets in different parts of it instead of
yeah,
like
absolutely. We're going to have an accessory set of magnets. So it's really nice how strong the magnets are. It finds its place without even you having to like look under and find the orientation. It just rotated and goes right up. So that's really nice. I'm gonna get that ring light for you because I can see the contrast is terrible. But she has this nice like hand on her belt buckle pose, and the arm just literally like slotted right there. I didn't have to finagle with the belt or anything. I think the only thing on her body that's like movable is this tiny little zipper tag, which I'm sure will break off if I touch it too much. And her hair, obviously, but other than the swap outs, like she's all, it's amazing how they capture the detail of her leather boots with all the crinkles and creases, because you'd almost think that it's mixed media when you're looking at it, but it's all sculpted. So that's pretty phenomenal. But I'm trying to think if this is the hand that can hold the cowl.
So Bretta wants to know, how stable does she feel on the base? That's always my concern with these pagan statues.
She feels very stable on her base. I don't know how stable the base is on my turntable. I mean, I have it as centered as possible. I'll give it a test run, and this way I can catch her.
Monica is here in the chat. Welcome, Monica. It's not snoo time. Everyone is requesting that you open the blinds to see it under natural light.
Oh, but I'm worried. I mean, I'll give it a try, but I'm worried that will like totally close the iris.
Right? Yeah, because
it looks black.
Yeah, it'll just blow out.
If anything, I can open the blinds and put the camera on the opposite side of the table. Then that'll give you more natural light.
We can do that. Whatever is.
That will work better than me trying to find a ring light.
Right. Because who knows what that thing could be. Exotic Carfax is telling you to touch it, Bob. Touch it all.
Okay, now I'm going to open up. See, this is the part of the collecting room you're never supposed to see.
You've got a Mexican Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at your eyes. So I was going to open this up in celebration of me doing our first unboxing and not breaking anything.
Yeah. Leave that to the side.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're ready to crack it open now.
No, I haven't earned it yet. Okay. Let me go open the blinds real quick. I'll be right back.
Let's see the Ferrari outside, Bob.
Okay, I feel like it's like a cardinal sin to expose these to UV light, but I'll do it for you guys.
I know, right? Oh, look at that. You got the remote for those, too. Ballin'! Oh, yeah, there you go. That looks... Man, that...
Let there be light!
Oh,
and
wow.
Thankfully, my wife likes white, so everything's painted like a backdrop already.
Yeah. I know, I want to repaint my walls in my room white instead of this like light blue color that I have.
All right, so here she comes around. Here's the angle. Everybody likes this angle. Let me pause it. So this is like the most popular angle I've seen on Instagram and collecting groups, is that quarter turn to the right, where you kind of see her turned at an angle. And I'm gonna bring her in.
Yeah, that looks good.
Trying to not break anything.
And that's all polystone? There's no mixed material?
Well, her face is silicone.
Well, yeah. Other than the head being silicone and the rooted hair.
Yeah, the whole body, as far as I can tell, is sculpted, even though it really does give you the look like like she's wearing leather boots, just like the Hot Toys figure or pleather boots. But all of these creases, they're all sculpted. Like it gives you like a second of disbelief where you're like, why is Anne Hathaway like standing on my table?
I know it really does. From a certain perspective, could look like a life-size version of Anne Hathaway. That sculpting work, paintwork looks like it's actual leather and like a tight bodysuit.
Yeah, the shadows and everything. This is like almost like the Black Widow angle where she's got kind of that sassy, like pelvic tilt kind of thing. So if you wanted to view her there, but most people are going to want to view her face. So you're going to be at that quarters turn to the right in your display to make the most benefit of that amazing likeness. But like her hair drapes really nice. It's got just that slightest like light brown, almost red sheen to it. So this is like the young bum angle, pun intended. He makes sure that light hits like that glute, just like pow, boom, hits you in the face. Yeah, and then you're like, I gotta get that. I don't know what it is, but I need that. So yeah, kudos to Anne Hathaway for
Marcos is here from Collector's Zone. Check out his shop over at collectorzone.com. Great guy. He'll hook you up. Woo. And don't forget to join his group too. They got promotional codes that they give away to
people. Hey Marcos. Yeah, that guy, early bird discounts, weekend discounts. He's all about the discounts. So to me, this is like, I think the angle I'm going to end up going with is that quarter turn to the right. Every time I look at it, I'm like, wow, that is like her. So
I don't know. I have to get the young bum angle.
Excuse me. Well, ideally you put the display in the middle of your room so you have a 360 view.
Right. Yeah.
But, otherwise you can't see her holding the cowl. You can't see her holding the gun. So I'm like, you're missing out on like the biggest features of the piece. So you want to see the face and you want to see the accessories. So somebody asked for the mask.
Maybe it would probably was up there a while ago.
I've heard that the likeness goes up a factor with the mask, which it always does. So I'm going to be very careful. This is actually why I'm happy that there's a silicone face, because if this was sculpted, I'd be like, I'm not doing it. I'm never going to put the mask on, but it's soft, it's supple, it's squishy. So I wouldn't leave the mask on because I'm like paint transfer,
Right.
I actually think this is molded plastic, so I don't even know if there would be paint transfer.
Exotic Carfax needs not a reminder. I don't think he was here at the opening, but who did you order this Anne Hathaway statue from?
It's called Superfun at .sg. S as in Sam, G as in Gandalf, not like .com. It's a Singaporean collector site, totally legit. I paid them. Gideon Shen, shout out to Gideon Shen. The guy, I think we went back and forth with like 12 different emails because I'm like, are you sure you have this in stock and you're not a scam? And he's like, no, like here's testimonials. Like he gave me physical addresses. They have more than one store. So when you see a physical store on Google Maps, like that's pretty reassuring. They're a known collector entity in the Singaporean market. He told me like every time there was a delay, every time there was an update, versus JND, which told me nothing. So he's like, yep, they're putting the parcels, or I think Korea was on lockdown for a week and there was an election. And then they finally started sending them to HK. And I was like, why isn't it being shipped directly from Korea to you or from Korea to me? And he goes, there's something with the logistics company that they work with that it just makes more sense. It's cheaper to send it to HK because DHL has such a big HK hub. So I was like, okay, DHL from HK, that sounds good, All right, let me try to do this and not break anything. Like there is some give in the mask, but like like it'll pop apart and then you have to like put the straps back together. So I can do that later. So scared right now. All right, let me bring the camera in. Hopefully, even with my Potato Vision camera, you can kind of see. doesn't want to focus, but I think that's Anne Hathaway. I don't know about you, but
No, I think so.
That does it for me. Let me put this down just so I can put her goggles on.
I almost wish these companies would give you multiple head sculpts that,
Oh,
I
already.
wouldn't leave this thing on either because
Heck no.
that's how I'd want it. But I would be worried, that it would transfer. Is there like a liner though or anything underneath the mask?
No, I did not see any kind of protective foam or padding like sometimes on the Hot Toys helmets, that kind of stuff. No, it's literally just a soft plastic that. Oh, that's weird. Like tilted.
We appreciate it. It's our pleasure. Exotic Carfax. Where's
Try not
Monica?
to get it caught in the hair.
Whatever. I think Bob has a great looking camera. It doesn't.
Oh,
look
it's a bad camera.
This
It's fine.
camera at all.
You can insult my
This
camera.
camera like freezes every time. That is. 14 Wellington's here.
14 Wellington. I think people get a lot of entertainment out of the banter back and forth between me and 14 Wellington.
Oh, of course. That's what everyone tuned in for. And then Shane from 1/6 Figure Focus. He's very impressed with the Anne Hathaway statue. I am too. This is striking. I always said that 1/3 statues I think are the way to go.
I'm telling you that I'm obviously like a figure fan, but once you get it, you're just like, what the F? Like, Hot Toys just doesn't. It's really hard for a Hot Toys to meet this level of detail and likeness. Honestly, I think if Hot Toys just went with higher quality rooted hair, that would bring them so close where people would be like, yeah, this is fine. I never need, quote unquote, need a 1/3 scale statue, because I've seen the rehairs done by, people like Riley Lowe and 1/6 Salon, like the professional rooted hair people, and it elevates the likeness. It's weird because you're like, it has nothing to do with the face, but it does. Like the way that we mentally process someone's face also incorporates the hairstyle, because when someone changes their hair, you're like, wait, something's off. It takes your brain a second to recognize them because that's a part of their face in your brain. So for them to like produce a really nice sculpt with a really good paint job, but then this like Barbie doll hair, it just ruins it for me. So
No, I agree. You have to work really hard to make the synthetic hair look more natural.
oof. Like,
And honestly, it's like almost to a point where you have to like tease it, and you're kind of damaging it to just make it look more natural.
100%. Every time I try to tame it and I look at my brush or my comb and it gets strands, I'm like, dude, like I keep doing this and they're going to be bald. Like I wish it was punched in, not just glued on. But I mean, sorry, I'm just like, I'm soaking her in. Like, this is just incredible. I mean, if it wasn't for my backtrap, you could just like Photoshop in a street from Gotham, and this is like a scene from the movie. This is absolutely incredible. Wow. Okay. Whew. I'm thirsty.
I bet.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola Mexicana.
Always Coca-Cola.
Always go with the Mexican Coke because they use real cane sugar, not that high fructose corn syrup. I'm convinced.
And it tastes like real Coca-Cola.
100%. I think there's like some
Or I guess
mild
it's like-
Maillard reaction that happens when they process the cane sugar that gives it that caramelization versus like high fructose corn syrup. It's like a flat sweet taste. There's no flavor. But anyways, this is how you sell Coca-Cola, man. You put a bottle of Coke next to Selena Kyle. It's like, so
Well, you know,
refreshing.
it's funny. Wait, was it Pepsi or Coca-Cola that did the 89 promotional material?
I want to say Pepsi, but you'll have to
It
fact
probably
check-
was
fact check
Pepsi,
it.
I think. Yeah, because I remember Alfred driving around in the Batmobile, and I remember a Pepsi cup or something.
All right, so who wants to see some swap outs? I don't have that many, so do the gun.
Swap out.
Swap out.
So everyone, or not everyone, Monica wants to know when the JND Harley Quinn unboxing is.
Oh God, ask Lane Kramer.
Well, yeah, where is Lane? Lane, you should
Dude.
be here, you bastard!
I'm telling you, like, the magnets are so strong that it doesn't want to come out now. I'm kind of
Yeah?
scared. Yeah, like seriously.
And so
Jeez.
now everyone's saying that you're a soda expert now.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. Be extremely careful when you're sliding her arm out. I almost grazed it against her,
Body. Yeah.
her body. And that would have totally scuffed like both pieces at the same time. So if anything, like place a piece of tissue or something in between the arm and the body when you slide it out so you don't like hit it against the body. That kind of
Oh, and you know what? That would your little satin fabric thing that they gave you, that could double up as but it's under your turntable.
I got it stuck under everything now.
Yeah. But
So, like, here.
for future reference, if you ever do the swap outs again.
So it's literally just a square peg and there's a square keyhole and it will literally rotate and fits right up. Like I'm just going to use 2 fingers. That's what she said.
I meant to pull this one up earlier for you, Exotic.
See that?
Pepsi and Prince.
It literally, like, I didn't have to force it. I just had to, like, rotate it, and then magnetic force did the rest. All right, so the gun, I think, is a little tricky because you have to put her thumb around it. So she does have a trigger finger, so you gotta have to slip the trigger finger through the trigger guard, and then put the thumb around the grip.
Oh, see, I like it better with the gun, I think.
Actually, you know what? I just realized I'm gonna put the thumb on the grip so that they go together in one piece, so I'm not like forcing anything.
Oh, that would make sense. It's kind of like an erector set.
Yes, it feels natural to do it that way. So put the thumb on the grip of the pistol, and then engage the thumb and the gun into the hand. So let me. She's like, yeah, I'm a badass. She could have been a Bond girl, man.
Mm-hmm.
A Bond woman, sorry. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow!
Look at that hair. The where the hair drapes over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Goodness.
No, I was just actually admiring that, the way it comes over the shoulder.
All right, this is for P-Rock. Boom, 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 boom.
Now, has the missus seen this yet?
Nope. And she will probably never see this because I have a secret display area.
Oh, wow. The things that I have going on in my head now.
I mean, I've got a young daughter. I don't know. I get mixed feelings about, like, she's fully clothed, but, you know,
Right.
she's in a skin-tight, like, bodysuit. I don't want to send the wrong message, you know, body image, healthiness kind of thing. So anything that's, like, even, like, slightly, like my Tomb Raider kit bash, that's in the secret closet, that kind of thing. Anything that's, like, even sort of questionable, I just stick it in there because I just want, like, you know, kids to be able to come and play and they look at the heroes and everybody's fully clothed and nobody's like, you know, there's no Joker's Palace. Sorry, Denobi, there's no Joker's Palace here because I want it to be a family-friendly location. But I also really like these pieces, so I just find a place for them. Man,
Yeah,
that light reflection. I mean, I'm telling you, this right here, this is the shot on Young Bum's Instagram. Every day, I just feel like, oh, I need to find a way to get that. It's so beautiful. The way the light hits her face, the angle of her jaw. I mean, it's perfect. The likeness is the best at this angle. When you look at it dead on, like a lot of pieces, your brain's trying to process it where there's some slight asymmetry. There's something not quite right. But when you have it at an angle, which you're naturally going to catch most people, that is Anne Hathaway. That's Selena Kyle. Even right there, where you can see both of her eyes, that's my personal favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like it with the mask on her head. I may just keep it that way as long as the mask is resting on her hair,
Right.
and not like on her forehead. And there could be like color transfer.
No,
I
I
might
think
do
that's
that.
like the best look is when that
Because
happens.
without the mask, it just looks like Anne Hathaway. It doesn't look like Selena Kyle. So you're losing a little bit of the immersion. It just looks like Anne Hathaway screen testing for Black Widow, you know, kind of thing.
Right. So Exotic Carfax is reminding you to fill out the warranty card. You get complimentary touch-ups on their statues.
Are you serious? They do touch-ups? Are you joking?
He's putting in sunglasses and a thumbs up and a clapping, so I don't know. I don't know anything about JND. I can't say if that's true or not. I know that 3.0 gives you warranty cards, but I've never had to use one. And that's like completely not the same thing. Joao, he's concerned that she's shaky on the bass. I think that's just because she's on the rotating turntable.
Yeah. No, she's solid on, and you know what? I'll take away the rotating bass at some point. It's just easier than trying to turn her.
Right.
But I can tell you, she feels once you get that peg in and the magnet, it's solid. It's not gonna move. You know, I can. This is just because of the turntable that she's on. I can't believe I'm doing that. Sorry, Miss Hathaway.
Her hair is almost as elegant as mine. No, I even would say that 1/3 statue has way more elegant hair than I do. It's very finely brushed.
I want to see if I can recreate this. Somebody displayed her with the broken cowl on, and it looked kind of cool. So I want to see if I can match that.
Is there any type of product in the hair?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I got a whiff of some petroleum-based thing. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the entire thing is made of petroleum.
Well, fair enough. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you know the smell of resin. Okay, somebody's gonna make a GIF of this, but whatever.
Clip it!
Instant regret.
Clip it!
There's no smell from the body, as far as I can tell, but there's a definite smell coming from the hair. So, and honestly, it smells like your mom's hairspray. You remember, you know, the like blue can with the rattle, almost like spray paint. It smells like that kind of hair product. So I wouldn't add anything to it. If anything, maybe just lightly wet a cloth or lightly wet your comb when you want to tame it, because I don't think you need to add any more product to it. Oh man, I'm gonna pay for that.
Yeah, no, that's probably up on one of the groups right now. V or Monica is on it. It's seen if it was you would be the one making the GIF, whatever.
Oh man, that almost has like Phantom of the Opera vibes.
Yeah. Now he needs a little third scale piano or organ.
Yeah, exactly. Goddamn Iris, open.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Clone Collector.
That's got some creep to it. Gender swap Bailman. Swear to me.
Well, yeah, instead of Catwoman, she's now Batwoman.
Batwoman, yeah. No, totally, she's Batwoman.
See, that's a whole direction that they could have taken that trilogy. Oh, see, Exotic Carfax is reaffirming his statement that they do touch-ups with their warranty service.
Dude, that is amazing.
Postage and shipping, which sounds like that will be incredibly expensive.
Yeah, so for the price of a new statue, we'll touch up your old statue.
Exactly. We caught him. Oh, no.
Enjoy, boys. You earned it.
Oh, Lane Kramer is in the house. Thank you for stopping by real quick.
For as many
You're
times
gonna
as
have
I've
to catch
trolled
this on the replay.
For as many times as I've trolled everyone else in the community, I deserve it, and, you know, to get it back. I can take it.
You troll? No.
Oh, yeah. So this is probably the most like straightforward angle, and I still think the likeness is there. I like that her eyes are off to the side. It kind of, it's hard to explain. It's hard to like lock eyes with her, and I feel like when I look at a figure dead on, if the sculpt is good, it elevates the realism. If the sculpt is even a little bit off, looking at it down on like ruins the realism, because then it just makes it look like zombie eyes or doll eyes. The fact that her eyes are deliberately off to the side gives it that, to me, like that realism to it, because that's what a real person would do. Their body would never be at perfect angles. They'd be kind of tilted to the one side, their shoulders slumped, their head turned, and their eyes like would be off to the side. I think this was a really good choice in stance. All of the JND pieces are pretty mild in their stance. There are no dynamic poses, because I think they want vertically oriented pieces that you could put next to each other and have that museum style display, versus like a Prime 1 where they're like doing all kind of crazy stuff with their weapons and whatnot, and you need a lot of you have a larger footprint for your base. This footprint, I can tell you, is about 12 inches by 12 inches. So it's literally a foot by foot. that's not that hard to get. It's the vertical height that you're going to be limited. I want to say that this is around, it's just over 2 feet. I think it's like 25.7, 26 inches. So it actually would not fit in my Maju case, or I may not risk hitting the top of her head with the Maju case. So that's why I ended up, I'm going to go with a different type of display option. So again, if you're going to be a statue person, you're going to probably have to invest, in the Max 40s or a a DF 130. Aren't those the vertically oriented units, like for the
they are.
Denobis?
You can put 2 of those or even 3 of those side by side and have
there you go.
layers of statues.
Yeah, I feel like Denobi's space shuttle thing, that has at least 2 feet of vertical height. So that would be a good idea if you wanted a Maju case for your statue. This is not DTOF territory. If you're spending, $3K on a piece, like, you should invest in a higher end display.
Yeah,
I think so. I would not trust glass shelves with a base that weighs 5 to 10 pounds, and the piece itself that adds maybe another couple pounds. But I'll put her back on the rotator. Sorry, is there anything else you wanted to see, or we can just talk about, have there been any reveals yet from Sideshow?
No, I don't know. Let me refresh that one. So I do believe that there will definitely be some con exclusives for Celebration coming up. Oops, it would help if I could spell exclusives correctly. Exclusives. Apparently there was a short link that has been leaked, and they're talking about there's most likely going to be a Hot Toys Celebration exclusive, but there's no other information. And I don't know where that originally came from either, that information.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, no new information on that front. No new announcements from InArt. And John will next be reappearing. So if you're out there, John.
Now, I gotta say, do you think InArt's gonna hit us with one a month? I'm trying to remember, when was the Joker announced? Wasn't that like back in February?
It felt like it was 2 months ago. But I do believe John said that they were gonna try and have one announcement each month. And I have a feeling that it's gonna be the case, because they said once May is over, that's when they're really gonna start ramping up, like showing off prototypes for different things. And I'm scared. I'm really scared.
I just saw a chat. So
Which
FPJ, I have a young daughter as well. Don't know where to display JND Harley. Yeah, I feel.
Oh yeah, right.
It's not that we're like creeping. I swear, like, this is just a beautiful work of art, but people are gonna judge and be like, oh, whatever, you're just like thirsty kind of thing. But I'm like, she's fully clothed. She was in a mainstream movie that people of all ages saw. I just want a statue of it. I don't know. So I think art prints are easier to justify than something 3-dimensional that you can manhandle.
Yeah, definitely. So V wants to see the feet. Wellington had a question though, because the packaging looked like it had an impact drop or impact damage to it. He wants to know, does the packaging feel like it was sufficient for protection?
Definite. I was going to say there's about 1.5 inch gap between the edge of the shipper and the edge of the collector box, or the actual item box. So it's got some play in there for impacts, kicks, that kind of thing. And even within the box, it was in a very solid styrofoam cradle that had the Velcro straps you saw. So like once things are in there, they're not going to shift in transit or anything like that, because you're always worried about like internal damage as well. No, I thought it was packaged super well.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of nervous when he sent that initial photo. I was like, oh man, it's going to be a live reaction unboxing.
Yeah, see a grown man cry on camera.
Right? Yeah, because I wouldn't want to have to deal with whatever process you would have had to have gone through.
Yeah, like if something breaks, you hope it's like an arm, something that you can just mail separately. Like if it's the main body and you got to box it all up and send it, like, oh, that's just, excuse me. That would just be pretty bad, I think. So thankfully, everything looks okay. I don't see any visible damage or scratches. I don't have like a scrutinizing eye for statues, but as far as I can tell, other than the one strap that I popped off. I think she's okay. So.
And the zipper is non-functional, right?
Yeah,
Danny
it's just
Lee's.
literally. I'll wait till she comes around. Let's enjoy that ride. So all it is just the tag of the zipper you can manipulate, but the zipper does not slide up and down at all. And I imagine if you're gonna break anything, it's probably gonna be that. So like, just don't touch it. You know,
Yeah.
rotate it to where it's sitting right, and then never touch it again. But the gun is like sculpted really well. I just honestly wish at least like the hammer moved or something moved, but it's just one solid piece. I don't know what it is. I think we're just so spoiled with Hot Toys accessories and now in art that we like our little plastic and die-cast guns and slides that can go back and forth and magazines that can be removed for no reason other than we just enjoy that.
Wellington's congratulating you on the statue. Exotic Carfax is concerned that you broke a strap. Was that the strap on the packaging?
No. I think I broke a strap on the whatchamacallit, the mask. It's hard for me to tell if it's actually broken or it just popped because there it does move.
Oh, just like
through.
a slide. Yeah, like it slides.
Yeah,
in.
so I can't tell if I can just slide it back in or it actually just ripped. And if it ripped, oh well. You know, if that's the only thing I broke on this thing, I'll consider it. I'm happy.
Yeah, right.
And who knows?
What does the instruction sheet say about that?
I don't even know. Oh, what was it? I don't even know where the instructions are. To tell you the truth.
Oh no!
I don't remember seeing a packet that looked like a book. There's like a nice plaque.
Maybe maybe there are no instructions.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like,
where's John when you need him? There's no instructions with statue, stupid.
This is all that came inside with the bait, unless I missed it. I mean, it's pretty intuitive. Like, there's a right arm, there's a left arm. You know, the thumbs are like the only thing that maybe takes a little bit of nuance, but other than that, the only thing I can't quite figure out is how to get the cow to be held in her hand where I'm not afraid of anything falling or scratching. So
I'd be concerned with it rubbing.
Right. I'm going to have to look into that to see what's the proper angle, but she's also supposed to be able to be like holding the broken cow, or you can just leave. I've seen a lot of people just leave the broken cow on the base. So somebody wanted the feet, right? Let's see.
Yeah, it's probably V.
So this is as low as it goes. I'll have to do it manually.
Whoa. I'm gonna need more information. I'm gonna need some elaboration on this. Apparently, Exotic is telling you to throw away the accessories, like P-Rock has.
Oh, you hate to see it. His chain, his poor chain, and now his sunglasses. So yeah, I mean, they're just her boots from the movie that have like the metal stiletto heels. But most of the action is going to be, from the waist up. I really love that they went for that hand on the belt buckle pose. I don't know what it is. It just seems so natural and so Catwoman.
I know. I think that's how I'm going to do my Hot Toys version.
Yeah, totally. And actually, it's funny you mentioned it. So I sent the head of my, the original MMS whatever, to a repainter. And I want to bring it back and compare it to her and see if you do a proper professional paint job on a sculpt, how close can you get to a JND likeness, assuming the hair's tamed and everything. And then thanks to Carlos, I got the Rise Custom Figures leather replacement set because, the original release had the whole pleather flaking issues. I want to port that on a Fison body and put that repainted sculpt on there and see if, if the 1/6 cousin can hold a candle to the 1/3 big sister.
Cousins, big sister. I don't think it works like that.
I'm in the South. Cousins, sisters, whatever.
It's all the same. It's all in the same family tree.
It's all family. Oh man, you can't mention Hot Toys in a JND unboxing. Oh, John. I'm sorry. See,
that's that elitist attitude, John. It's coming out.
You can all collect. You can collect 1/6 and 1/3. It's they live in harmony. I'm gonna have all my Batman. I'm gonna have all the different Batmen at the base, just looking up, just like I'm gonna have Bailman and Keaton and everybody. I think that actually might be a funny post. I'll do that later.
We're not worthy.
Yeah, exactly. put that like the puckering duck face on Bailman.
Oh, oh man. But yeah, I really do want that the Queen Studios on Bat-Pod Catwoman. That would be really nice.
I was gonna say I got the 1/6 version because at the time I was like, okay, I'm only gonna do 1/6, and wow, they're making a statue in 1/6 of that thing that you can't do with the Hot Toys, or you can do, but you do a lot of damage. But I just feel like it would never look natural with the Hot Toys, or even if you did a Fison body swap. I just feel like with the wrist pegs, there'd just be so many components that would break the realism. The fabric wouldn't crease naturally, this and that, because of downscaling of fabrics that you could put her on the Bat Pod, but it wouldn't look quite right. So when Queen Studios is sculpting a body onto a Bat Pod, it's going to look perfect. But the only thing I was sad about was the 1/3 scale had the rooted hair, and the 1/6 only came sculpted.
I know. I wish the 6 scale version had the rooted hair. That probably would have been my first ever statue, like
100%.
Real statue.
Yeah, so I was like, what the heck? I'll bite the bullet. And like I got on an entry price. I didn't realize that Spec Fiction, had different tiers of pricing. Like I happened to hear about it when it was launched. I was like, okay, I'll buy it. And then the price like jumped up way up, like $80 like 4 days later or something. And then now it's even higher than that. So we'll see what that looks like, because I have the Catwoman figure and the Bat Pod, and I'll put them and compare them with the Queen Studios statue Catwoman on a Bat Pod. But can you imagine a 1/3 scale on a 1/3 Bat Pod? Like that thing's gonna, I don't know.
The 6 scale Bat Pods are huge.
Right, the 6 scale one's huge, but they're making a 3rd scale Bat Pod. Is that thing gonna be like 4 feet long, or how? I don't know. It's gonna be over than that probably, because you have like almost a 6-foot person on it, and it's got to be substantially longer than that.
I would imagine it would at least be twice the size as the 6 scale version.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see in hand. I know I remember seeing pics of it, and of course it looked amazing, but I just want to see who really has the room for a 3rd scale Bat Pod in there. I mean, that's literally like a vehicle. You just like parked a Power Wheels toy in the middle of your display room.
Right. So Wellington wants to know, are you going to head, what other statues are going to go ahead and get, and how far down this rabbit hole have you gone already?
Don't ask me questions that future Bob will have to answer, because now it's documented, and you're going to be the ones like, hey, I remember you said you were going to get this, and I was like, okay,
that's right.
I know you got your book, so I can tell you what I've pre-ordered, and I'm not one to cancel pre-orders, because the idea of losing an NRD, like, just no, I hate that. So I've pre-ordered the Queen Studios 1/6 Catwoman on a Bat Pod. I've pre-ordered the 1/6 Sumo. I don't know how you pronounce it. TSUME. They're 1/6 scale statues of Goku and Vegeta. They're 2 companion pieces.
I think I'm Sumi.
Sumi, yeah, I think
Sumi.
you saw it. You can see it on Big Bad Toy Store. So it's from the end of the Saiyan saga. I think it's the Saiyan saga, where Goku's battling Vegeta in like the generic canyons area. So Goku's doing his Kaioken Kamehameha, and Vegeta is doing his Garlic Gun Blast. And so if you pose them right, it looks like they're literally like, sparring with each other, and their blasts line up. And they both have semi-circumferential blast effects with LEDs. So I think and you can have a variable display option in terms of how much of an energy aura you want to display them with. So I think those will be really cool pieces. I just don't know where I'm going to put them, because Goku's about like, I don't know, a foot tall. It's not that bad because he's 1/6 scale on a base, but Vegeta's like supposed to be on top of the canyon. So that thing's like 2 feet tall and some change to get the right angle of them coming out. So we'll see. I don't know. So those are the four statues that I own or have on pre-order, and I haven't done any other statues. And I as far as I know, I shouldn't say that. So to make this thing make sense, well, let me ask the chat. Would it be okay to just have this as my only 3rd scale statue, or do I kind of have to get the 3rd scale Bailman to go with her to make sense?
Oh, see, it's starting already. Once you get one, you don't stop at one. No. So I can already see that. Next thing you know, you're going to do a room tour of just your statue room.
And the figures are going to be thrown in the closet.
Yeah, it's just going to it's going to be like that one room tour that we went on with over on Justin's channel a few weeks back. where
Yeah.
it was just all DC statues.
My God, I really hope he gets like a room set up that has like all of his statues in their glory, because that Arkham line is so beautiful and so comprehensive. You need the 2-pack. Oh, see, I don't
Being
get that
enabled.
point of the 2-pack. I don't want Christian Bale in a suit. I'm like, whatever. I want freaking Batman, like, because then it becomes uneven. Now I have Catwoman in her costume, and I got Batman in his costume, and then I have Bruce Wayne in an Armani suit. So
Yeah, I'd rather
I don't
just
know.
do the Batman and the
100%. Plus, like, space. I think so. We're going to be renovating our office soon, and my wife promised that I could have a column display, and it should be room for 3 third scale statues. So originally, what I was going to do was get Catwoman, get Bailman, and then leave an open spot for, whatever JND comes up with next. I really didn't like their Joker. It's a very scene-specific expression. Breda, talked about it. It's that, hit me kind of expression. And for most people, they just they're not getting it because it's too expressive, I think, in the moment. It was too transient of a moment for you to remember how his face looked like. And then the Arthur Fleck, I think people are like reselling their Arthur Flecks already. So I don't know I think the Arthur Fleck was okay. It's just, I wasn't that connected with Phoenix Joker to get a JND statue of him. I don't even have a 1/6 scale of Phoenix Joker. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably going to be the plan, is get the Bailman, put her and him together. And then if JND comes out with something that just blows my mind away, I'll get a third thing. Because the other thing I was tempted to get, because it was still on pre-order when she was on pre-order, was the Golden Armor Wonder Woman. And yeah, it's a nice piece, but it clashes too much. Like, so you have Gal Gadot in this super bright gold outfit that she only wore for a couple minutes on film. Yes, I'm getting the figure, but I like to get a statue of it. Like, I don't know. And she doesn't even come with like the wings. So it made more sense to me to get like, stay classy with the whole black theme. So like, get Batman in his black outfit, get Catwoman in her black outfit, and then just, leave an open spot for something that may surprise me down the road. What do you think? Are you going to get any statues now?
There've been a couple that I've thought about, like the Last Ronin. That was like one that really kind of tempted me. But no, I don't think I'm really gonna get into statues. It's just, that's out of my wheelhouse. I like to buy too many figures to go into statues. But
oh my God, Breda has an amazing idea. If they made a Tom Hardy Bane, yes, that would be my Dark Knight Rises like trifecta. So yes, Breda, you're right. If they make a Bane, that's what I'll get. He would be massive.
So P-Rock, he missed the beginning. I don't think you really futzed with the hair. I think maybe just kind of like shifted it around.
Yeah, literally there was like a couple rogue strands that all you have to do is just gently like get them uncaught from the other strands, and then it falls into place, and it's like definitely like treated with natural product. Yeah, and I mean, I'm in Florida. There's humidity, there's static cling and all that. And her hair does not look that frizzy or anything. It drapes really nicely. It's evenly divided between her back and the front of her right shoulder. So you get that optimal viewing angle. You don't have to like brush it to the side to see her face. It's already there, like ready to go. Like, just and like that.
Fat Batman, he had a question if anyone has ever done a Majin Vegeta statue.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember if it was Prime 1 or if it was customs, but yeah, there's been Majin Vegetas. The one I'm thinking of is a quarter scale. It's when he's about to, like, his last stand against Boo. And you can see him, he's got his like 2-finger pose, like he's about to launch his energy blast. And it comes with this huge aura energy effect base that not only has LEDs, but the LEDs like flicker and rotate around him like he's charging up. And it has sound. So it's the first statue that I saw that had lights and sound. So, I mean, when you turn that thing on, like he comes alive kind of thing. So yes, there is one, but it's super expensive.
John is very happy for you. He says the excitement on your face and the voice of Bob is awesome. That is what collecting is all about. Huge congrats. Oh, John, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said about anything ever.
The grumpy Canadian.
I know, right?
Everyday collector.
Oh, man, that's good. Well, we've hit about an hour and 10. Do you have anything else you want to go over? Any other chats in the question? I think we're going to get ready to wrap this up.
Give this a like. Come on, get Doc up there. Give him a like. He's got a Bumblebee video that's 30 seconds and has 18,000 views.
I don't know how it happened.
The algorithm.
I don't. I just looked at my thing one day and I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah, this man is talented. So wait, let me put it the other way. Here,
there may be more talented things coming in the future.
Yes. Subscribe to this guy right here. See how cute he is? Look at him. Just give him a like. Give him a subscribe. Give him a comment.
Yes, on the road to 1,000. We're 900 away after today. Who knows? Maybe we might do some sort of a giveaway if I ever hit 1,000 subscribers. Well, I guess that about does it. Looks great. Thanks again for stopping by, Shane. Really appreciate that. Fat Batman, Marcos with Collector Zone, P-Rock, John with the Everyday Collector, and the fellers over at Collecting Weekly. Subscribe to everybody's channel. Those are great people to watch and hang out with in the live chats. And I think this about wraps it up. So until next time, everybody, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, 3